Hi, I'm Geo-Environmental Atmospheric Forecaster Andrew Fleck on your Monday evening, and we're shifting our eyes to the Central Plains as we do have the radar lighting up over specifically Texas, Oklahoma, and parts of Kansas. There is a severe outlook that does indicate these areas to have the chances to see tornadoes and most commonly large hail and strong winds. Basically, you could look at the radar here. The cells are not in any shape or form at the topmost mature stage, but only the early stage. And that means as more continue to form, the atmosphere will only continue to ripen and allow these storms to get into eventually that maturity stage. And not only will we be seeing watches be issued, as we can see currently in the red being the severe thunderstorm watches, and that purple a tornado watch, but later on those possibilities to turn into actual warnings. We do have the highest threat for tornadoes to be over south central Kansas and northwest Oklahoma. I think they've only put a very small tornado watch over that area in the purple there, but I would not be surprised if they would extend that further south into the Elk City area in Oklahoma. We'll have to see, but I know the EHI values are quite high and would give reason to why also that tornado watch could become likely there. But again, like I mentioned in the red, we do have those severe thunderstorm watches, and those will be mostly for large hail and strong winds. And, we can't always roll out a tornado just because we're in a severe thunderstorm watch. So even that will be likely. But what we've looked at based off the models and satellite imagery is we've basically observed that the singular supercells will stay mostly north of the Central Plains here, and that's why we have the watch there and Kansas, Oklahoma being the target. But as these storms begin to further on southward throughout the evening and overnight, that's when they should converge together and just become a complex. And then when that usually happens, you can just generally get the regular thunderstorms, some being severe and dropping mostly the hail, the wind gust especially, and even, like I said, that embedded tornado or two. But those are our watches, and we do want to show you, though, the EHI values for this current time. We're going to pull that up here if it will load up, and we'll definitely illustrate to you that it's mostly strong across that Kansas, south central Kansas area, and northwest Oklahoma. But like I said, Elk City, further on into even southwest Oklahoma would have to watch for that tornado possibility as well. So, we're definitely looking at the different angles of this outbreak. But all in all, I do think that plenty of storms are going to form, many of them probably being chased by some of the storm chasers out there, but it's going to be one of those smaller outbreaks, not as widespread when we talk about the most severest, but it's definitely going to give people some footage, some damage unfortunately, but hopefully we're bracing that, as if we're under a watch or a warning, we do keep our eyes to the sky or seek shelter indoors immediately. Last but not least, I'm going to share the general setup for today. We have a low pressure sitting back here over the Texas and Oklahoma panhandle, and we have a warm front that's going to stick out here. We have much more moist air just east or to the right of this warm front, and it's a little drier back here, and that's because we have a dry line. But as this begins to push eastward, that's that window I was talking about that would be most likely to see the most severe storms, that being that Texas panhandle, western Oklahoma, northwestern Oklahoma, and earlier in this evening, south central Kansas. So again, folks, I really hope if you're living across this area that you do take the outbreak serious. These storms get very early right now, but as they meet more of that moisture, they will mature and cause the possibilities of large hail, strong winds, and even a tornado. So please keep your eyes to the sky, and we'll continue updating you live here at Geo Environmental Atmosphere.